You've seen me use a piping bag and a tip to fancy decorate a cake. Well, today I'm going to teach you how to do it with things that you have around the house.
I get these questions all the time. How do you ice a cake so it looks good? Well, you have baked either a 2-layer, 3-layer, or 4-layer cake. Put a thin layer of icing and stack them and try to get them as even as you can. Okay? Put the rest of the icing on top, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do. And pull it out to the edges from the middle, because you don't want to pull where there's cake exposed. Pull from icing to icing, icing to edge. Just continue doing it until the whole top is covered. We're not worrying about decorating or making it pretty right now. And also, if you don't have a flat edge spatula, totally fine. You can use a butter knife and just use the curved edge of the butter knife. It will do the same thing. This is my recipe for chocolate buttercream. And you want it stiff. Do you see how it holds its shape? It spreads easily, but it's stiff. I'm going to go back to using this. You can buy them at kitchen specialty stores. You can buy a small offset spreader at Pampered Chef. I like the small ones better because I can control it better. Okay, now I'm continuing to pull them to the sides, and do you see how it's overhanging and going over the side? But yet, because it's still kind of stiff, it's not dripping off the sides or falling. It holds its shape. That is key to being able to decorate and make things pretty. Now, what I'm doing is pulling down right here and going over to the side. Pull down, go to the side. That's what I'm going to do around the whole entire cake. And you can do this too. It has to do with getting your icing the right consistency. Don't melt your butter when you're making a buttercream. It should be creamy, but yet still hold together. Should not melt. Should just be softened. So as I'm doing this, it goes on. And if you run an area where you don't have enough, pull it from the middle again. And then down and over. Down and over. I've got it down pretty much. Now I'm going to go around the edges at the very bottom and make sure it's pushed into the bottom edge so that we have contact. Now, you'd probably be doing this on a cake plate or a regular dinner plate at your house, but this is going somewhere to a friend that I'm going to give this to her. And don't put a time limit on this. And you can keep doing it. You can redo it, you know, with these decorations and swirls and things that you're making. Just keep practicing and see what you like. Now, I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to start doing a zigzag up and down, up and down. Now, if you've got some area that's a little dry, that doesn't have enough icing, pick a little bit of it up from the top. Keep going. There's a little edge right there. And up and down, up and down. But have confidence in yourself. Don't add too much liquid. You know, at the very end, if it's not smooth enough or not creamy enough, maybe add a little bit of whipping cream because it will not wet it as much if you have whipping cream. If not, add like by the teaspoon to get it the right consistency. All right, the edge is pretty to me. I just like the up and down kind of pattern. You can do a zigzag pattern if you want to. Now, the top, I'm going to show you from the top. Hold on. Okay. What I'm doing here, I'm going to even out what's left and just kind of pull it back to the center from the edges. And that's going to create my little edge there. Now, it's a little bit lower over here than it is over there. So I'm just kind of distributing it. Distribution. Equalization. You know, but it's going to taste the same, obviously. But people do eat with their eyes. So you can practice with this. Make yourself my vanilla yellow cake layers that are so scrumptious and moist. You can make 2, you know. Most people just have 2 cake pans typically. You can split those in half and make 4 layers if you'd like, and make 1.5 recipes of the icing. All right, now this is pretty much level, even. Now I'm gonna stop using the turntable because you probably don't have one. If you don't have one, you'd just be moving the plate around, okay? So I'm just going to pretend like this is a plate. I'm going to decide where the center of the cake is. I'm gonna make like a daisy flower. Bring from the center almost all the way to the edge and push back. So pull, push, pull, push. And you can keep doing this over and over, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm just moving the cake plate a little bit. I'm not going to spin it like I was a while ago with the... Now, if you don't have this particular thing, use the back of a teaspoon. It will work as well. Look at there. I did not use a pastry bag this time because not everybody can use that. Not everybody has a tip and a pastry bag, but you got a teaspoon. I bet you 2 to 1 you have a teaspoon. If not, they sell them at the dollar store. I buy my teaspoons in bulk from Sam's because somehow they end up in the trash can and get thrown away, and I have disappearing forks and disappearing spoons. But there you go. That is a beautifully decorated, to me, you know, chocolate cake with chocolate. Well, it's a vanilla cake with chocolate buttercream. What do y'all think? Y'all can do this. Now, if you hate it, you can do this as well. Look, a squiggly down the middle, a squiggly beside it. There's all kinds of patterns you can do here. And then you go along the other side and do the same thing. Just squiggle the edge, just in one direction. Look at there. How hard was that? It was not hard at all. You can do this, guys. The key is getting your icing to the right consistency, and it just takes a little practice, and your family wouldn't mind you practicing. I bet you 2 to 1.
I surely thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, but it's very important if you comment. That helps me with the algorithm so much. I truly appreciate all y'all's support. This is a delicious cake you can take with pride anywhere, and your family, your friends, everybody will love this one, y'all. It's a good one, I promise. God bless you, take care, and thank you again so much. Love y'all.